Welcome to the Striptease Podcast, the podcast where we tease comic strips. I'm L-Dawg.
And I'm the Corn Dog. And we're here bringing you another awesome podcast. And I'm excited to be here. We were just talking about how off air before we started recording, not to disappoint you guys, but we do sometimes speak to each other when we're not recording. And it's a lot of missed content for you guys, so I apologize.
I try to avoid it.
Yeah, I know you do, but I won't let you. We'll give you a brief recap. We were just talking, and we'll try to give you more recaps the more we talk. I'll keep mental notes of everything that we say, and so I can kind of summarize it, give you guys a cliff notes. We were just talking about how we're both we think we're upbeat people, and then we realize we're negative a lot of the time.
Yeah, I guess so. Wait, because Cornell asked me how I'm doing, and I was like, good. Why hesitate? Why was I going to explain all the bad things in my life? He's just greeting me. I'm trying to
that's fair.
You know?
That's fair. And
I know you do care, but it's just like, you're coming in to shoot this. What am I going to tell you all my problems right now? Clearly I'm dwelling on my problems, which are few and far between. I have a great life. I'm lucky and I'm grateful. Or am I? That kind of revealed to me. Maybe I'm dwelling too much on the negative.
Right. So we need to get Logan to be more grateful and more positive, and that's what we're going to work at today on the podcast. I guess that's my new mission. You can't dwell on, hey, that sounded negative.
Yeah, because my jaw still hurts. That's the big negative thing. And that's what I'm constantly dwelling on. It's horrible for months.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah,
It could be
I'm
worse.
not a victim of a fire or anything, That went way dark because I wasn't even thinking of Hawaii, but now I am.
Yeah.
I just meant in general. It's like it could be way worse, but
yeah,
I'm still miserable. Anyway.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I got to get out of this.
Now I'm miserable.
Good. Oh, I mean, sorry.
That should bring you joy, bringing another man down.
I'm smiling now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think things are going all right with me. My job feels great.
Can you talk about your job?
I don't know if I've ever had a problem with my jaw.
Oh, I thought you said job.
No, jaw. No, jaw.
Yeah, be grateful for that. I try not to never take anything for granted, but I definitely took my freaking jawbone for granted. I never imagined that would ever be an issue.
Yeah, right.
God, it is the most infuriating thing.
Yeah, definitely. We need jaw replacement surgery for Logan. So if you guys...
No, I'm trying... I mean, you said that before, and I know that's a joke and everything, but I'm avoiding the shit out of that. That's what I'm terrified of. Even all the medical writings say, like, yeah, that's a last resort, and you could permanently, like, fuck up your jaw if you open it up and, like, try to mess with the ligaments and shit. But hopefully, I have been doing exercise. It has improved, and I probably just need a splint.
So,
which is not a big deal.
What does the splint look like?
Well, I right now use a night guard, which I molded to my teeth.
Yeah.
But my jaw is potentially misaligned, and so it's just molded to the way my jaw currently is. And it's keeping it the way it is. A splint is kind of a similar thing, but it molds both top and bottom, and it like corrects it.
So it's like a mouth guard still, but it's more like a football mouth guard instead of just a top mouth guard.
Oh, you know what? In high school, I had a top only one. But anyway,
I never
those
played
exist.
Football, but they look big, so I figure they're both sides.
Some of them are both, but yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's just
Okay, it's not like a strap that goes around your head or anything like that.
I would even take that to avoid surgery. And my buddy said his mom used to have TMJ problems, and she had something that went around her whole head at night.
So,
I'm cool with if this soreness goes away. But again, it's not pain really. It's just soreness that never goes away. It's like a Chinese water torture.
yeah,
Like it doesn't really hurt.
yeah,
Chinese water torture, by the way, is like, they just drip drops of water on your forehead.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't hurt, but eventually it's just like there's nothing I can do to like fix it. Anything I want to do would probably make it worse. Like stretch it or like poke at it.
Right. And surgery isn't just like replacing your jaw with a new jaw. Jobless.
I just hope it doesn't come to that.
What if we got you a whole new head? Then you wouldn't.
That's the whole thing is I've had problems with other parts of my body. This is scary, man. It's right next to your head. I love talking. I love eating. I went for a while where I could only eat soft foods. I'm out of that.
Good.
So I should be so happy, but it's like, oh man, it just goes on and
would you rather have
I don't know.
a new head, a new jaw, a new head, or we extract your consciousness and put it in a new body? Or
do I choose the body?
Or
is it a good body?
computer? Yeah, it can be any body you want, and you have to tell me which body you choose. Oh, I know, Cindy Crawford.
Yeah. Now
Yes.
he's like 90. Whose body? I don't know. Arnold Schwarzenegger, maybe. I don't really want to.
He's older than Cindy Crawford.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It would have to be. I was gonna say Chris Pratt, but he probably has to work really hard to stay in shape because he used to be, chubby.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. Who has a good? Oh, The Rock, maybe.
Yeah, he also works really hard. I think you want someone who's naturally fit.
I do.
There's some people who are like that, right? They just don't do anything and they're just in incredible shape.
Yeah.
That sounds
I don't
cool.
know.
Okay. So,
computer, by the way, people that's been imagined, that's been in movies, but that is truly horrifying. They're not thinking of the idea of you being social or wanting to have sex or all these things.
well,
Or have even your brain naturally makes you want to exercise and do all these things.
yeah.
That's part of your consciousness. That's going to be in the computer too.
Well, yeah. Well, then you talk to people, you go to a chat room. Sex, you go to Pornhub. And exercise, I don't know, play Call of Duty or something. There you go.
Oh, okay. Problem solved.
Yeah, problem solved. I don't see what the issue is. I'd be down to float around on a computer for the rest of eternity.
That would be your choice over the replace head. Those weren't good choices. That would be my replaced head. So I just die.
No.
And someone else gets my body, basically.
No. We just replace the head. Your brain is put in the new head.
Yeah, that sounds like a complicated surgery. More than the jaw surgery.
New jaw, you don't change much. Maybe you have like a butt chin or something. Or like a Jay Leno chin. You can have Jay Leno's chin, Jay Leno's head, or Jay Leno's body.
Well, his chin without his head might be a freak show too, but
Yes, it would.
chin, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though it's cartoonish, like that is a good feature of his, I guess.
It's a signature feature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to have a big chin, I think, as a man.
Yeah, you get punched in it. I think Jay Leno could probably get punched in his chin really hard and it wouldn't do anything.
To
Except for
break the other guy's hand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great minds think alike. You know what? Now I'm in a cheerful mood.
Oh, man. When you're eating soft foods, what type of soft foods could you eat, would you eat? And what was your favorite and least favorite of the soft foods?
I mean, just pasta. Well, I probably should have stuck to soup and stuff like that. But I mean, I ate like soft, like patty melts at a place down the street, or like a
Ooh.
soft cheeseburger from McDonald's. Actually, is fine. Like it didn't hurt me.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But
Oh, good.
I
So
did eat
burger
applesauce and oatmeal, a lot of boring stuff, yogurt. Those are all healthy, though. You should, except applesauce, you should probably eat it, too.
Patty melt's good. I never order a patty melt. There's like...
I really only edited. I really only bought that because it's flat, and I didn't want to open my mouth too wide.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. All right. So like a crunch wrap would have been okay, or I'm trying to think of the flattest foods. Pizza.
Pizza's too chewy.
Too chewy.
Now I can eat pizza.
Yeah.
Now I'm on the now I'm like on the mend, I guess. But God, it's been so long. I've seen 3 doctors now. The last doctor was great, and she gave me a thorough checkup, just in general.
Oh, she
but she
at
was
your
not
balls and stuff.
No, I thought she was going to. She's like, we're gonna check you head to toe, and then none of that though.
Oh. Well, cool. Well, we're all hoping you work it out, and you've taken a muscle relaxer. Have you tried that?
I was prescribed that. I've taken none of them.
Okay.
Because the doctor all that was to say I still haven't seen a TMJ specialist at all.
Yeah.
And that, at least for now, is scheduled for like October 30th. But I think...
Whoa!
But I'm following up with the GP in a couple weeks, and then maybe based on that, she'll do something. I don't know. And I also have to see another doctor... to check my lung capacity. Let's move off this subject, actually, because it's... Yeah,
we're dwelling on the bad stuff. Let's move on to the good stuff.
In a week, from today, basically, I'm going to be flying out to meet, for the first time, face-to-face, my birth mother.
That is awesome.
I'm very excited about that.
That is awesome. And the family, too?
And my half-sister, who I've never met face-to-face.
Wow.
We did all meet online in like January this year or something, I think. So I've been communicating with them, and I also have another half-sister who lives in East Asia.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's married to a guy that works for the State Department.
Whoa.
Fancy
Very
schmancy.
cool.
And she just had a kid. Congratulations, Rebecca. But
Yeah.
I don't know if she watches it.
Sure.
Katie does.
Oh, cool. Hi, Katie.
Should I say their names? I asked if I could talk about them, but not anyway.
Whatever. Okay. Yeah, it's your call.
Out of 100 people, there's got to be one psycho. No, I don't know. That's all that listen. But I am excited about that, and that's going to be awesome.
That's incredible, dude. Yeah.
I'm adopted, if you didn't get that from that story.
Right. He adopted, recently got in touch with his birth mother, which is really exciting, and your siblings, your half-siblings, and now you're going to...
No, just Katie lives there in Texas still, but
Have you talked to the East Asian one?
Yes.
So you've become acquainted with them, but you're going to fly out
All
to
of them,
see
yeah.
two,
Yeah.
your mom and sibling. That's
right.
awesome.
Yeah, and I'm going to meet my mom's current husband too. So, it's a big family, but those two are the ones I'm literally blood related to.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm going out there.
Yeah. That's so exciting, man.
Yeah.
Congrats. That's
Thanks.
great news.
Yeah.
And I hope your jaw is better. What if all of them have TMJ?
It sounds like they've each had issues. But
really?
Yeah.
Oh, runs in the family.
Yeah, but I'm the only one that had an issue that lasted for months, like it did. Whatever. It's a mystery. I don't know.
Wow.
I'll figure it out, or I won't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still alive now.
That's so cool.
Thanks.
That you're still alive right now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
No, you're flying out there. I think I'm really excited to hear how that goes. Yeah, that's cool. My I don't know if I talked about my family. My mom found out she had a sister that was adopted, put up for adoption, and they became reacquainted. late, not that long ago, relatively, and now she's great. I have another aunt, and she's amazing. And now my mom was an only child, and now she has a sister, and
oh wow,
and and it's really cool. I think it's cool that when the time is right to be able to connect like that, and it's great.
Yeah, you had told me, by the way.
Yeah,
but that is cool.
I hadn't.
You did tell me.
I did tell you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's cool. We're all for it.
And my brother's getting married.
Oh,
but that kind of came out of nowhere. Like, they're getting married in a few weeks, and they told me like a few weeks ago.
Oh, shit.
And then, because they're just going to do a courthouse marriage. But I think they're now well, I don't know. It seems like they're probably now realizing like they should have just planned out more of a wedding, because all of their relatives, first of all, bugged them about making a wedding list of gifts.
Yeah.
And they were basically like, oh, fine. And then they sent a mass email like, here's our list because different people are asking for it, but you do not have to buy anything, blah, blah, blah. It's like what their message said. But it's like, Luke, this is your once in a lifetime opportunity. It's not greedy. You can ask for things that last a lifetime. Like, do you have a grill? He was like, no. I was like, put a grill on your list.
Yeah, absolutely.
Things like that. That's what it's for. And that's, people want to help you. And it's not like people are going to pull the favor later. Like, remember when I bought you that wedding gift? Yeah. I never got any thanks for that.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Now, this is a situation where, like, it's nice that he is going out of the way to say you don't have to get a wedding gift. My historical stance is that if you're going to a wedding, everyone thinks they need to bring a gift. You don't really need to bring a gift to a wedding.
No, but I have a problem with him feeling guilty.
He should not feel guilty.
Yeah, making
he should be making everyone else feel guilty.
He should. Like, he works so hard. Stuff. Yeah, he works so hard. I feel like, and she has stuck with him through a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Whatever.
They've been through a lot
Everyone
together.
has shit. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to make it sound like they ever had a huge fight, because they haven't, to my knowledge,
or some huge controversy.
He got canceled, and she stuck by. No.
Right.
But they've been in a car wreck together. What's wrong with me, man?
I don't know. You're not a happy person.
I just start crying.
No, you are generally one of the more upbeat people I know. And then before I start talking to you.
Right.
And then once I start talking to you, it's jaw this, jaw that, car wreck, fires. Oh my God. Get me out of here.
Yeah, I don't want to be that person.
You're not that person.
I stay upbeat with small talk. But once you start asking me about myself, I'll spill my beans.
Oh, great. Here you go. Spilling beans. I remember you spilled the beans. Get over it. You got another can in the cupboard.
I should clean it up at some point. Anyway.
Yeah, stop crying about it. Clean it up. I love a Bush's baked bean.
Yeah, those are good.
Barbecue beans in general are really good. Beans in general are good.
Yeah, they don't get enough love.
They don't.
That just makes me think of this recent weird conversation I had with my buddy who's Mexican. And I told him, like, I haven't seen him for a long time, and I saw him on this job we were doing together. And I was like, hey, man, dude, by the way, he mentioned being Mexican in some way. And I was like, dude, by the way, you don't know this. I searched my DNA. I'm part Mexican. And he's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, we somehow started talking about stereotypes. And I was like, in my mind, Mexicans are cool. Like, I'm happy. That's a good discovery for me. And he instantly goes, yeah, man, call me a beaner. Beans are great. And I actually was like, you're right, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beans are good for you. I read somewhere that the countries that have the longest lifespan, the population eats a lot of beans. That's like a correlation.
Yeah, I think that's part of what the Mediterranean diet or whatever that shit is. That makes sense to me. Yeah, beans are great. I mean, that's like calling a Jew like a bageler or something like that. Cool. Bagels are dope.
I'm never calling a Jew anything, even a Jew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you refer to someone? They're
Jewish person.
A Jewish person.
I have made that decision a long time ago. Jew sounds bad. And I think it's been said, but it does.
I get it because it's been said in a derogatory way a bunch of times. It usually sounds like it's coming out in a derogatory way, but I'm Jewish. And
well, I think the phonetics of it, Jewish sounds nice. Jew. Oh, he's a Jew.
Yeah, well, that inflection we put on it definitely sounds
Oh,
bad.
he's a Jew.
He's Jewish.
Yeah, that still sounds nice to me.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's Jewish.
That's true. That's true. Using the adjective it sounds nicer than a noun.
Yeah.
Jewish. A Jew. But he's
transsexual. He's a trans.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
But
either.
It's not derogatory. It's just
What about
he's a gay.
What about
Actually, that one sounds funny.
He's a gay. Yeah.
I think he's a gay. A gay?
Yeah, we've gotten to the point in society where if you are mad at someone is gay, then just get out of town, Jackson Brown. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is good in my book.
Even people religiously against it seem to have way softened up where it's like, well, we all deal with temptation.
Yeah, right.
No, really, I've heard a lot of people say that. It's like, but you got to fight against it, which is wrong, but at least it's like humanizing everyone.
Right. I'm all for if you think people doing things is a sin. As long as you don't push your belief on other people.
Right. Or think less of them, like you've never sinned. Yeah.
Right. Which is probably hard to do if you think someone's sinning all the time and then you don't, and also not think less of them. It's probably very hard.
Yeah. Growing up Christian, the whole thing is about how you're not better. Basically, you're not better than anyone, so don't pretend you are. But they all do, and they all think they are.
Right, right.
They don't say that or they don't want to think that, but it's like, yeah, you think you're superior, you're going to heaven, that person's going to hell.
Right.
Because they made the wrong decision,
Yeah, I mean,
whatever. It's complicated.
We're us Jewish people are the chosen ones. We're the chosen people, which is pretty hard not to look down on you, knowing that about myself.
It probably is I'm a goy, right?
You're goy. That's right. No, you're goyish.
Thank you.
You're Goya beans because now you're part Mexican.
I don't know what that was.
Solidarity
with Mexicans, yeah.
Although Goya did donate a lot to the Trump campaign, I think. Whatever. Most companies have probably donated to bad things.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, a lot of them donate to both parties during an election year.
To get leverage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting. We just cracked the code.
I think of Goya as Mexican. I don't even know. It just seems like a Spanish word. It's not, I guess.
Yeah,
or
I don't know.
Mayan or something.
I don't know. Maybe maybe
the Jews made it. Or the Jewish people. Yeah, see?
Whoa, Logan, that was gross. Let's do Ripley's Believe It or Not, huh?
Yes, let's do it. I have an idea for this segment.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do you want to share now, or should I do this first?
I think you should tell me the fact, and I should ask follow-up questions, and you make up the answers. Since you don't have the answers.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Here we go. No, let's go back to this one. This one's better. All right. Scientists in New Mexico are giving dead birds a new life by developing taxidermy bird drones. That is sick.
Have you seen the cat drone?
No.
I got to show you this freak show.
Okay. All right. Let's see it. Let's see it. That is so sick. There's just going to be like pterodactyls flying around and stuff. What is that going to do to the birds that are real? It's really going to fuck them up, right?
I hope I can find this quickly.
I mean, like,
yeah, that.
Like, are hawks going to start like attacking drones and eating computer parts, and then they themselves become part machine, and then we have hawk robot hybrids flying around? This might be the start of birds entering the digital space. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is that a real cat?
Had 4 propellers placed into its paws.
Yes.
I wanted to know what kind of man would do this to his own pet.
God.
One day, Orville got killed by a car just around the corner here. But I immediately knew that as soon as we had his body, that I was going to do something with him. I was going to make a point out of his untimely death. There he is, Orville Copter.
Wow.
A local engineer called Aryan, Bart, had created the world's first remote-controlled flying dead cat.
That's a big ass cat.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? Hearing him talk, that guy's way less weird than I expected him to be. Weird sounding.
Know.
He it's almost like he knew it was weird. He's like, I wanted to do something.
Oh, mother's milk. I wanted to make a cheese out of that. Breast milk. Yeah.
Oh my.
I take it back.
This
Why did I
guy's a
say that?
fucking weirdo.
Why did I say?
When my grandma's died, that I stood there at the bed and I saw the body of my grandma, the woman that we all loved as kids. But I couldn't resist prodding her. It's like, what does it feel like when you're not here anymore? It was stiff and cold.
What the fuck? This is. I must have just seen like a video of just the copter. I didn't know this guy was a complete psycho.
And even my own cat, after it's dead, it's not a cat anymore. It's just carbon in a shape.
Okay.
A cat shape.
I like that. Fair.
Bart invited me into his shed, where it became clear that his cat was not the first animal he'd been trying to make fly.
I don't think he mounted that right.
Certainly wasn't his last.
Oh my
It's an
God.
ostrich.
Where did he get this?
Having phoned every ostrich
He made
farm
it.
in the Netherlands, Bart eventually got his hands on one.
It's got a fuel
cat.
This is horrifying.
And it's 12,000 watts.
I was witnessing the world's most famous flightless bird taking to the skies.
Oh my God.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be an inventor. I'm making things fly that usually can't. And it's wonderful just to stand outside and all the parents with kids, they just gather around and they laugh and they make pictures and they talk about it for 2 days afterwards.
That's not an invention.
Thing to do.
He wants to be an inventor. That is not an invention.
No.
That is just a freak show.
No other way.
What
No
Bart
better
and
word
Aryan
for
were
it.
doing was clearly bizarre, and to some people, even offensive. But they were far from alone. Creations from dead creatures had become popular around the world, from expensive art to eBay auctions. Social media sites with hundreds of thousands of followers were dedicated to the world's weirdest taxidermy.
Yes, I like
With
that.
fashion and interior design pushing the trend, I wondered if death had now become a legitimate business.
Oh my God.
Well, it is already because of funeral homes, but yeah.
Right. Holy mackerel. That is amazing. And that is exactly what New Mexico looks like right now. A bunch of ostriches.
I was gonna say I have a family in Wisconsin, and we used to go up there to Hayward. That's a outdoor area, tons of lakes. It's very close to Minnesota, the land of the lakes.
Yeah.
And so people out there are just fishing, and every place, including you, it's rural. You go into town to do everything. Even the laundromat has taxidermy. like
Really?
all over the walls. It's weird.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
lodge we stay at, or the resort or whatever, the main lodge has taxidermy, and it has like a beaver fishing and stuff like that. It's like, oh my
I
god,
love
so
that.
tacky.
That's true. Wisconsin, I went up to Niagara, Wisconsin, which is like upper peninsula, like almost Michigan, the top. And yeah, there's something about Wisconsin, man. They just love stuffing their dead animals.
My uncle was a trapper.
Whoa.
So he never hunted. Well, maybe he did, but he didn't really hunt though in general. He was just a trapper, and he trapped raccoons and stuff. Okay, for what?
For
I don't. I never asked.
Right. This is not
What does he do with them? I guess he sells the fur to Cracker Barrel to sell as some hat.
Right.
I guess they got to get that shit somewhere.
Right.
I don't know what he
That
does with
seems
that.
like more of a profession for the 1800s, not now.
Even back then, I think Davy Crockett made his own hat. They
Right.
didn't. There wasn't an industry.
I don't know. I'm just thinking of Red Dead Redemption 2. That's about all I know. That is bizarre. Well, we got to the bottom of that one.
Yeah. No follow-up questions.
All right. Number 2. Harry Longabaugh became known as the Sundance Kid because he served jail time for stealing a horse from a Sundance, Wyoming ranch in 1887.
What is a Sundance Ranch?
Sundance Ranch is the type of ranch where they put pigs in the sun to grow fat and to crisp up their skins before they head to the butcher block. And they get so hot, they kind of move around like this, and it looks like dancing. So if you want your pig to have a crisp skin, you bring it to a Sundance Ranch.
Oh, wow. And that's what the film festival's named after.
Right, exactly. Exactly. A bunch of pigs.
Pigs slowly being burned to death.
Yes.
No, it's not- cool. Interesting.
Isn't Sundance? Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I don't know. That's a legit question. I don't know the answer to.
From
What
a
it's named after.
Sundance, Wyoming ranch. I think Sundance is the name of the town in Wyoming. If I'm being perfectly honest, enough trying to goof around with my hilarious pig skin improv.
Yeah, but the fest is in Utah.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
So
But then I
what's-
got unsure and then I stopped talking.
Oh, probably for the best.
I don't know. We're going to have to Google it. We're going to have to Google why Sundance.
I stopped caring.
Are you dancing because of the sun? Are you dancing on the sun? Or is the sun dancing?
I assume there was a rain dance and a sun dance. I'm Native American. I can make those jokes.
No, it's not even a joke. That's just a good hypothesis is what
Oh.
that is. It's a good guess. All right. Here's our last little section of knowledge. Scorpions on a plane? In April 2023, a woman on an Air India flight from Nagpur to Mumbai was stung by a scorpion.
So?
I know, that one's not very good.
No.
It's not very good. How did it happen? Maybe they boarded from outside and there are scorpions on the tarmac.
Yeah. A bug got on a plane.
And stung
Oh,
someone. That
Ripley. Ripley would be rolling over in his grave. I assume he's dead.
It is very believable in
Yeah.
terms of a believe it or not fact. Yeah, believe it.
That's probably happened in the United States a million times.
Yeah, probably.
They get in shoes. They get in luggage.
Right. Yeah, stupid
What a
fact.
shitty fact.
It would suck to get stung by a scorpion in general, but on a plane especially, that sucks. If you're in the air.
I heard it's like one of the worst pains you could ever feel. But I grew up in an area where there were a lot of scorpions.
Yeah.
The yellow ones that do supposedly hurt like crazy. I never got stung by one once, but I watched my brother get stung by one. Looking back, it was pretty fucking funny. But at the time, it was like kind of scary. He was like
Yeah.
enraging. He was like roiding out.
Yeah.
He was just like, oh yeah. Ah! Ah! And we're like, what's going on? He's just like, ah!
Oh my God. Holy shit. Your commitment to your reenactments is really incredible. That's
what
me.
happened.
I believe
He didn't
you.
say, ow, a scorpion. He was just like, ah!
Oh my God. That is insane. Holy man. I mean, of course. That's
His
what I think
face
what
was
you do.
red. Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've seen a scorpion a handful of times. That's about it. I've never been stung by one. I've never touched one. I've seen them at Petco. That's about it.
Dude, this Petco doesn't have any saltwater fish. The one right by me.
Really?
Yeah, kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Even though I haven't started my thing yet, but that's held me back more.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Wait, did Carl pass?
No, I'm changing out his water, but you know what? He has been slowing down lately.
Really?
Yeah, he hangs out at the top of the water. I'm
Is
worried.
that a bad sign?
I think so. I just think he's old now. When I bought him, he was full size, and that was over a year ago. Or actually, it was about a year ago.
What is the lifespan of these things?
I think off the top of my head, like 3 to 5 years.
Man, this is... Well, we're back in bad news territory.
You know what? He's still having a great life.
He is, yes. He's getting old, doesn't like to go dive down to the deep too much anymore. But it doesn't mean he's not thriving.
Yeah, well, he also got fin rot on his top
Really?
fin. Yeah, which is, it's
is
not
that?
literally rot, I don't think. Well, I don't know if it's bacteria or if it's fungus or whatever, but it's some infection that eats your fins slowly. But I don't think it hurts them, but it's not good.
Wow. What's that called when sympathy weight? When a woman's pregnant and the man gains weight too because he's eating with the wife, is like a sympathy weight because he's sympathetic for her being pregnant.
Oh, yeah, I should do something to myself. Like torture myself.
Yeah, you should whip your own
Cut
back.
my leg off.
Well, I was saying maybe he got fin rot because he has sympathy for your TMJ.
Oh, Carl.
Yeah. He's like, if you're hurting, I'm hurting, buddy.
Luckily, though, his big main fins are fine. It's just I think this is called the dorsal fin.
Yeah.
It's just that one.
And there's nothing you can do. You just kind of watch his dorsal fin rot away.
I just changed his water and put some chemical in there that's supposed to prevent that, but I don't know. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Yeah. Surgery? Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe we put his consciousness in a human body, in the Rock's body.
You know, those fish are pretty funny. They live in such a small space, but they really look like they're thinking a lot of the time.
They could be.
Like he's just... He like stops, moves his head, nods, and he looks at me.
Nod.
Yeah, he does.
No, and if he nodded, it would be his whole body going like that.
He doesn't really nod, but that's the cool thing. One cool thing about those types of fish is he does have a head that like he'll look at you. It's like really cute.
By like curving his whole body.
No, his head move. I mean, he looks like a normal fish. It's not like he has a neck per
Good.
se. But no, his head looks without his body moving. I don't know what evolutionary. I guess so you can stay hidden and just look around without moving too much.
And it's different than the way another fish could look to the side.
I've never seen a goldfish do that.
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
Yeah. Goldfish are smarter than people give them credit for, right?
Really? I don't know, but that's kind of my comparison is like he seems more intelligent and looks at me directly and stuff in a way that I've never seen a goldfish do. Goldfish don't seem to be able, it's almost like they can't see. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
they don't really seem to look at you or change their behavior or I don't know. They're just kind of living When they
Right.
smell food, they eat it. That's it.
Yeah, you are looking for personal relationships with your fish, and goldfish don't deliver on that front, is what you're saying.
Not from what I've seen. I have never owned one.
Oh, so this is
But
only
the dentist,
just from
the
like
one that the dentist doesn't
doesn't look at you.
want to be my friend. Yeah.
Well, you guys don't have a relationship yet. That guy or girl or whatever that fish identifies as doesn't know you and is seeing people all day, every freaking day. How does it know
Yeah.
you're special?
Kids tapping on the glass.
Right.
And they breed these things to be completely malformed. Like, what's with these cheek bubbles and all this weird stuff? It's like just for decoration, which is sad for this poor fish.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same as like bulldogs and pugs and stuff like that, right? We just make
Yeah, but they seem happy.
they do seem happy. Well, but do you think goldfish seem sad?
Yeah. I feel bad
Really?
for goldfish. The ones with the big cheeks,
Yeah, yeah.
they look like they are never not struggling.
What is the happiest fish then? That begs the question. Do all fish look sad? Besides Carl.
I would like to get clownfish. I do love betas are great. You don't like clownfish? They're awesome.
I'm saying of course clownfish are happy. Well, I guess there could be sad clowns. Sad clowns is always the thing.
No, they're always They're always doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're cool.
Like doing a little dance.
Yeah, they never stop doing that.
Yeah.
They act different than most fish. But goldfish and angelfish and all these boring dentist fish. I don't know. Not into it. I really want a basset hound. But I actually love cats and dogs the most. They are the best pets. But I don't want hair.
Yeah.
And I don't want scratches on my furniture.
Yeah.
And I don't want to leave a poor animal like that alone too long. You know, I got long days sometimes, long work days.
Cats are cool though. They're fine with that. You get a hairless cat but declawing is cruel.
Yeah, there's just too much of that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about declawing. But yeah, you could declaw, but then I would have to keep a litter box in my place. Or let it be an outdoor cat, which it's like...
litter boxes suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. When I moved into my place, I didn't have a toilet. I had to use a litter box for a couple of years, and it was a nightmare scooping out of that thing. Good for collecting samples, though.
I was going to say, that might be useful.
Criminy. Well, should we get into the comics?
Let's rip some strips, baby.
Let's rip some strips. Ooh, I like that. That was cool.
All right. I'm going to bring up something now. And don't be offended.
I am.
I don't know if you've ever even had this thought. If you haven't, or if you think, shut up, Logan, just let me know. Would you ever change the title of this podcast?
Sure.
What about ripping strips?
Ripping strips.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Oh, all right. And my logic is also that every time I search for this on YouTube, it will not auto-fill. I think because it has the word striptease. I don't know if that's a good enough reason to just change your title of your thing, but I'm thinking that could lead to other things. And my half-sister said her kid was dancing to the theme song, which is awesome. Great theme song that Cornell made. But then she was like, but then I realized she's dancing to a song that's talking about a striptease. I was like, well, it's, yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we'll have to change it all up. Maybe that gives me license to create a brand new theme song, which I'm always excited about.
Hell yeah. All right.
All right.
Cool.
To
be conversation to be continued.
Yes,
I thought I'd
exactly.
mention it. I don't think we just decided everything, but yeah.
And we'll have it on the pod. So I won last week.
You did.
With the one, the only, the Ziggy. So I'm bringing Ziggy back, and that means I start. And this is a 3-paneler as opposed to the usual 1-panel Ziggies. And this one, Ziggy's sitting down with a newspaper and a cup of joe. And he goes, my Sunday gets more fun after the newspaper shows up. And then you hear a loud crash. And then the last panel, he's looking at the door, the windows smash, and there's a big, like, rock tablet on the ground. And he goes, darn, we got the Flintstones newspaper again.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's confusing that he's already holding a newspaper too.
Yeah.
But it was the best one I could find.
Continuity. What's the word? Not a continuity error. Or maybe it is. All right. Interesting.
Okay.
But still funny, though. All right. This is Wizard of Id.
Ooh, I like
Takes
that.
place in the Dark Ages or... No.
Middle
Ages.
Yeah.
Medieval
times.
All right. Yeah. And we'll go with that one.
Kings
So
and
there's-
wizards and knights and shit like that.
There's a knight holding a lever on a catapult, one of those old wooden catapults that you've seen, the guy from Braveheart
Yes.
use or whatever.
Yes.
What's his name? Anyway.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah. So he's got that ready to go. It's pulled back and it just has a little golf ball on it. And he's
Okay.
going, fort! That's it.
I like it. And I think we have a new winner, if I'm being honest. I think that one's better.
Yeah.
Wow. That's funny. That's funny. Why would you even golf that way? Or what is he doing?
It seems more fun.
It seems very fun.
I'm always worried about embarrassing myself going golfing, like missing the ball every time I swing.
Oh, God. I do that all the time. It's hard. Golfing is very hard.
Yeah, but you just place it on a thing. 4. Shit, dude. Maybe we should like fully develop that game. That does sound fun.
It does sound really fun. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. So we're going to revolutionize golf, maybe revolutionize this podcast with the new name. But we won't talk about it off the air, only when we're in front of the cameras for you, our
That's
loving
right.
audience.
We hate each other.
So until then, keep...
Just kidding. I don't hate Cornell.
Oh, good. I don't hate you either. Keep stripping. Wait, no.
Keep laughing.
Keep
and
listening.
keep listening.
And keep... Frick. All right. See you next time.
Peace. Thank you for liking and subscribing and commenting, all that jazz. And please subscribe to our Patreon to support us. It's patreon.com/stripteasepodcast.